Let's see matchups. All right, I guess we are now in the loading screen here, getting everybody settled in so that we can get to champion select.
Got Armor Break plugging his stream here. There's a future caster. Now, what two teams do we got going on here in the first game? We got, I'm seeing Zipper Tester, Yahoo.com on one. What team is that? On the left, Team 1.
On Team 1, we're going to have Hi2U. I don't know how to say that. If it's just a
Hi2U.
Hi2U. Okay, that makes sense to
First
me.
one wing here. As
So we have
Team 2.
Hi2U versus Team Angelic.
Okay. And I actually casted Team Angelic's sister team, Team Demonic, on Wednesday night, and they actually took the whole tournament. So Angelic might be the team to watch tonight based on their practice partners' skill and overall practice schedule. So we'll see if that actually carries through. I'm excited to see how Team Angelic does. We're now
Starting off the Blitzcrank ban. Pretty standard. No
Yeah,
one likes to get hooked.
Yeah, those hooks can easily turn around a game. Even if you're behind, have no gold, one good hook can really pull out an AD carry, pull out a AP carry, and just turn the game around. So it's really standard, strong first ban. We also see Malphite and a Mumu get banned today in this game. Also, those AoE stuns, AoE CC, very strong. Standard
And
bans.
Ezreal, one of the most played AD carries Season 3.
Yeah, he has a lot of synergy with a lot of supports. He's not that easy to pick up. As far as trying to snipe a kill on him, he's very slippery, and he can do a lot of damage once he gets to that farm that all the AD carries are after. Lee Sin ban.
Noli Singer!
A little bit surprised about that still. He is a great opening early game champion, but he does fall off late game, I feel.
Kale, that's a little unusual ban. Don't see that too much. That leaves Kha'Zix open, Shen open, and there goes the Kha'Zix first
They're
pick.
going to instant lock the Kha'Zix.
Here goes the Insta Shen. Is he going to be there?
I actually see Jarvan. Now, I wonder if that is a direct counter pick to Kha'Zix. I know you play a lot of Kha'Zix. Have you had to go against the Jarvan?
I've never gone against a Jarvan top lane as Kha'Zix, nor mid lane. So I don't know how that goes. Could be Jarvan in the jungle.
It could be. Could also be Kha'Zix in the jungle. We really don't know at this point. Obviously, Graves is going to be the AD carry for Team Angelic. And he's going to be going up against MF. Now, MF has one of the highest win rates of Season 3 AD carries as far as win-to-loss ratio. She's not necessarily the most popular, but when she does get played, she's usually picking up the win.
There we see the Shen pick, which I felt coming.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Hi2U was able to pick up both Kha'Zix and Shen. That may be a bit of a mistake for Team Angelic. And we'll see in the mid to late game as those two champions do have a really strong chance to turn a fight.
Evelyn's still out there as well. I didn't even think about her.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of Evelyn ever since the Season 3 items. People were saying that she had fallen off because of the Deathfire nerf, but with her new ultimate, I'm curious to see.
They actually
we'll see her
nerfed
tonight.
her ultimate.
Well, they increased the damage and reduced the. They basically just reworked it because they increased the timer, but they increased the damage too. So it's more.
Bundle.
It's a bit more burst, but at shorter range and a longer cooldown. So. Wow, actually, a Trundle pick here, and I'll imagine we would see Trundle in the jungle. Although I have seen Trundle top before. And a Vladimir. Now, Vladimir ult can go really well with the Graves ultimate, as well as the Jarvan to lock everyone in place there. And we're going to see a Taric, actually. Taric Graves bot lane, most likely. And
I really wanted to see Trundle this game. When there's a troll in your game, you know it's going to be a fun game. At least for one team.
Right. Not necessarily the team with the troll on it.
Thank you to Shadows Wilm because he just updated us on the nerf to her ultimate. It used to be 25% max HP at level 3, but now it's 25% current HP. So her ultimate does not do as much of a damage. It can't really be used as a finishing move. It's more of an initiation move.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around. I thought it used to be 25% of their current health, and then they switched it to max health. But I guess I'm wrong.
Speaking of Evelyn.
Wow, and there she is. And how do you got every champ that you were concerned about this game? Are you surprised that they were able to get so many of the quote unquote OP champs?
It's a good strat to pick the heroes that are OP. But maybe that's one reason why they banned out Lee Sin, is they knew that they were going to go Evelyn. They knew they were going to try and go Kha'Zix. So Lee Sin is very strong against both those.
Right. Yeah, those couple seconds of stealth are really important.
Not only that, but you throw Lee Sin top against Kha'Zix. His shield will help negate that harass.
We're actually going to see the Orianna, which I also like. You're able to throw that ball on your Kha'Zix right before he dives in, ult once he's done his whole burst, and it gives time for Kha'Zix to get a whole nother round of spells in. The Zyra pick as well, a lot of peel for her very squishy bruiser and AD carry. So we should see some pretty good synergy, I would say, from Hi2U. And I'm really curious how Team Angelic is going to pick for their last role. And it's going to be Lux. And that's going to be a Lux middle, I'm assuming.
They're about 3 seconds ahead of me here on the stream. Slag. Let's refresh my page here, see if that helps.
Yeah, you probably have to watch that ad, but we'll see. Based on what I'm looking at, I think it's going to be Lux versus Orianna mid. Do you have any thoughts on that matchup?
Lux versus Orianna mid. Whoever's got the better dodge and pants is going to come out on top. That's a lot of skill shots being flung.
Yeah, that's a good point. And depending on who jungles for Team Hi2U, a good Orianna slow could be enough for the Shen to catch up, get that taunt in, and get that first blood. Lux is very squishy without her shield, and she doesn't really have a lot of mobility, other than her ability to snare and slow. So, I mean, that's not gonna, it's not gonna stop a Shen taunt. I'm not sure who's jungling for Hi2U, but Lux might be in some trouble in that mid lane.
I want to see some epic Orianna ults saving some carries here, pulling Jarvan and whoever else is inside the Jarvan ult out.
Yes.
And in a sense, shielding her own teammate with the Jarvan ult. That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, Orianna is a great champion, very fun to watch, and can do some things that a lot of other champions can't. She has a very unique kit.
Team Angelic has some sick AoE going down. When you drop the Vladimir ult, you got Jarvan, Graves ult going down, and then a Lux on top of that.
And Taric boosting everyone's damage the whole time. They also have a lot of synergy. I actually like both teams. They've got a decent front line, enough peel for their carries that the fight shouldn't end instantly, and gems, which are truly outrageous. So really, I think it's
opals for Harmony. Remember that.
So yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be a great game. I'm not sure exactly how much longer we have here, but
we got about 2.5 minutes before we get into the loading screen.
Okay, thank you.
Vlad versus Kha'Zix could be really rough for Kha'Zix early levels.
Do you think so?
Even though Vlad's really weak early game, the poke, not a lot of sustain on Kha'Zix, even with the W.
Right.
You need a lot of pots.
And he's probably not going to be able to miss the poke. If he's hitting creep or just completely misses his skill shots, it's the lane could very easily go in Vlad's favor, whereas his are all targeted, not as hard to hit over a creep wave. Now, as far as the MF Zyra lane, there's a lot of potential for damage there, and then once snared, the Make It Rain could keep Graves in place long enough, depending on the cooldown on his dash, to really set him up for a kill early on. The reduced healing from MF, along with the just pure damage support of Zyra, I would be kind of scared if I was Graves. He's going to need to hold on to that dash as long as he can if he wants to get out of that lane alive.
Yeah, Zyra puts out a pretty good amount of damage for support. Catch many a player off guard there.
Yeah, the slow on the melee plant is a little bit stronger than I think most people expect at first.
That's what the kids are calling OP, Tom. OP. And then I'm still assuming Kha'Zix is going top. He could be the jungler. It could be Shen top. That might be a little more favorable against Vlad harass with his shield.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm expecting Jarvan to be the jungle for Team Angelic.
Definitely. Jarvan's going the jungle for Team Angelic. I'd almost like to see Kha'Zix in the jungle. I just hate Shen's clear time, personally. Really slow jungler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really susceptible to counter jungle. Early game, not the best dueler. He usually he can land a great taunt, but if there's no AP carry there to pick it up, sometimes they'll just walk away.
Just walk away.
I have seen Taric jungle before.
Yes, I have.
I don't think we'll see it this game.
No,
but there is that 1% chance. So I'm gonna cross my fingers.
That Jarvan Graves kill lane bot, man, too strong, too strong.
We could see here we go. Looks like we're transitioning now into the live game. The loading screen. And we'll see here in a second who has what summoners. And we can talk a little bit more specifically about lane matchups here.
It is a Shen jungle. Man.
Now, with the changes to jungle, the single target damage of Shen might actually come a bit in handy. That is true. His AoE clear wasn't that great, but all of the smaller minions are a little bit weaker now, so he may be able to just focus down the big one, clear the side ones quickly, and move on. So it might have actually helped his clear times a bit.
You are right there. I'm a pretty old school jungler, and I haven't Shen jungled in a long time. I'm a little biased against him. We'll see how he does, though. I'd like to see this Jarvan get aggressive on his clear times and maybe do a little invading later on.
Yeah, and it's going to end up being, like you said, Kha'Zix versus Vladimir. The Vladimir was a counter pick, I believe, so hopefully he knows what he's doing. Able to shut down that big bug before he evolves into Scyther.
And all that money on that legendary skin not gone to waste. Hostile, though, has... Vladimir is his most played champion in ranked, so definitely a comfortable pick for him. He knows what he's doing.
Great.
He's got over 48 rank... Well, not over. He's got 48 ranked games as Vladimir.
Nice. So I love to see a player playing a champion that they're comfortable with, maybe show us something we didn't know. One thing that I learned recently about the Bloodlord Vladimir skin, it actually has a different attack animation than all of the other Vlad skins, and it's a little bit cleaner, and pro players seem to agree that if you're going to play on a competitive level, that is the best skin to have, is it's the most responsive attack animation, giving you just a tiny bit of an advantage when you're trying to last hit. And most other skins don't provide that sort of advantage. It's one of the few that actually has a completely different mechanic for the attack animation and is easier, quote-unquote, to control. We're going to see
invade.
Level 1 invade, Zyra, great stun, able to push that team off, but the luck stun lands. Zyra's just going to walk away.
Not enough follow-up there.
Yep. Looks like they're just going to go ahead and back off. And Lux and Vlad both, or Vlad going to recall at least, going to head to that top lane. Jarvan starts a nice safe blue. Going to start at Wolves, pick up blue, and probably do a normal clear. Meanwhile, for Team Hi2U, looks like they're just setting up defensively, making sure that Team Angelic isn't going to try to circle around. Shen's going to go ahead and start at Golems.
Golem start a little unusual.
Well,
it's good though from a jungler perspective though, because that Jarvan won't know the timers on his buffs just because that's an odd jungle path.
it's true.
It's not going to be 7:12, 7:15 for the second buff respawn. It's going to be a little later, a little delayed, and it could mess up some counter jungle potential.
That's a good point. And Jarvan, I would say, is a bit more likely to be the one counter jungling this game. As, like you said, the Shen clear time just isn't that great, so unless you're invading with the smite up, you're kind of setting yourself up to get caught.
does have the dash, and yeah, he probably wouldn't want to invade until he had like a Sunfire cape, something like that, just to help his clear times. Or at least I want it. I don't know.
If you get the chance, can you set the portraits in the bottom to line up with the rolls? Thank you very much. Oops, sorry. All right. So we see the Kazakhs versus Vlad top lane. It looks
I'm
like
seeing some good ward coverage here from both teams.
yes, you can see from Hi2U there's already 5 wards going through the middle of the map. The river is completely lit up, and that's really going to shut down any potential for an early Jarvan gank, allowing Shen to just farm up and get that ultimate as soon as possible.
Expect Jarvan to go top here. Kazakh's lane is pushing. He's going to get red and then probably rotate up there.
We'll see in a few seconds here. Meanwhile, at the bot lane, Misfortune doubling Graves' CS right now. Just basically able to zone them out and push to the tower. Graves has a little bit of opportunity here to pick up some CS, but stunned under the tower, and the tower stealing a lot of that farm. Let's see. He was able to catch up a bit, but still behind and still in a really defensive position.
Got a ping going down from Hi2U in their jungle. What does Shin see?
We see Hi2U keeping the pressure on bot lane. A lot of angelic wards or angelic pings going down. They see Shen is in the lower jungle, and it looks like Jarvan is trying to make a play top at the same time.
He did rotate top, but a little too late there, bro.
Stun going down on Zyra, no way to really follow that up, and Hi2U actually has a bit of a window here. As they wait for the Taric stun, they might be able to do a little bit of free damage. But with that tower there, you're going to be really careful not to take any hits.
Kazakhs rush Tears of the Goddess. That's a 4.5-minute Tears.
That's really going to give him some staying power, especially against the Vladimir.
That's a good choice. He's going to need a lot of Ws to keep up with that Vladimir poke.
Yep. And then the Manamira late game, should be a total beast.
Oh, there he is, going on that Vladimir hard. Ignite from Vlad.
And he cleans
pulled
it
way
up.
Too early, though.
Yes,
and that's
he did.
first blood for Kazakhs.
Yeah.
Well done.
And that's going to be a great advantage. He's going to go ahead and be able to clear this grave with no problems. While Jarvan's camping mid, he's completely safe. Looks like Shen's there too, a bit of a counter gank. Jarvan way overextended.
That Jarvan was in that bush. It was warded.
Yep. Able to defend easily, forces Jarvan out of the fight, and Oriana can continue to farm.
Used.
Nice and safe.
It's a flash down for Jarv. Shen still has his up.
Yeah, I'd say that Hi2U is in great position right now, already up 1,000 gold. And it's not just in kills. The CS overall seems to be going in Hi2U's favor.
They're doing a really good job of applying pressure here. Both top lane is staying pushed. He's been able to recall twice now. Bot lane's doing well, pushing those wave to the enemy tower, making her lose out on CS. And Jarvan's really got his hands full.
Yeah.
Doesn't know where to go.
Yeah, there's nowhere that's really primed to gank. And even the lanes that are pushed and ready to gank are completely warded up. We'll see Misfortune and Zyra backing now to spend some of that gold. Still up about 20 CS. And you see, that's the real danger, being pushed under your tower. Yeah, it's safe, and you don't have to worry about being ganked. But the whole time your tower is sitting there, and it's taking your creep from you. And unless you're really good at timing that, and your support knows when you're not going to be able to last hit it so they can get a hit in and line it up perfectly, it is possible to do, but it's very high skill, and it's showing now that being behind 20 CS at 6 minutes in, that really sets up potential for you to fall way behind in the mid game.
That is very significant. I do like Shin took the time to run up and ward near Wraiths into their jungle. That is very good at this point in the game.
Oh yeah, I see that.
I mean, that protects your top laner pretty well. I mean, there's not going to be too many chances where he's going to be roaming from golems from top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that ability to cover that entrance, it also lets you know if he's rotating, if you have vision on their blue, or you know that their blue's up and you see them cross that point, you know exactly where he's going. It gives you a lot more control than if just say a river ward.
Now here's what I was talking about. It's 7-11. Their blue just spawned for Team Angelic. There goes Team Hi2U's red. It's 7:20 is what it respawned at. with him going Golems first.
Bit of a dive here in the bot, getting caught under the tower. So far, J4's ganks have not been going well.
That was unfortunate. That's stun under the tower.
Yeah, and he's forced to back out, not going to be able to provide any help to bot lane. And Angelic's a little bit on the back foot here. They just haven't, nothing's really lined up for them. See Kha'Zix's coming back from his, what, 4th, 5th buy. He's almost done with the Brutalizer. His Tears of the Goddess is starting to get its stacks. And while he is keeping up on CS, Vladimir is starting to slip behind. We'll see what he buys on this next trip back to base. Oh no, he stayed. Probably a smart choice.
Got Orianna getting erased for herself over there.
Very nice counter. I love to see mids counter jungling. Just putting that little bit of extra pressure. You're already winning your lane. Might as well start putting the jungle behind as well.
Yeah, if you have mana and the resources, get those rapes every time. Talk to your jungler, see if it's okay for you to pick up the race if he's not going to get them, and get that extra gold.
Kha'Zix, a little bit of an invade here. We see Orianna will go down, catch them both. Huge damage on Jarvan. Vladimir ults too early.
This is a double kill for Hi2U here. Well done.
Yeah, we see Lux coming in, maybe trying to clean things up. Not really doing a whole lot of damage for having full mana. And she's
Shen's
just
coming out of left field.
Yep, and she's just going to run. Wrong choice there. She didn't do any damage. Gets blown up immediately, and Angelic is in some trouble here.
We're looking at a 3,400 gold lead for Hi2U right now, and at 9 minutes into the game, that's pretty huge.
Yeah, I'm curious how they're going to press this advantage. They're probably going to... No, it looks like he's just going to ignore top tower, let it steal as much farm as possible. He's going to recall right next to an enemy ward, which I always recommend. But when you're that ahead, you know, sometimes...
Oh. Staying true to the pattern, they're going to recall next to an enemy ward down here in bot lane.
Yeah. It looks like we're going to see a pause. I think we should take this moment to refresh our streams. I think we're at a different times here.
We're going to synchronize watches here, Tom?
Yeah, let's go ahead and synchronize watches.
3, 2, 1, synchronize.
Synchronize watch.
Too cool.
All right. Enjoy an ad together.
Do it.
And so things are looking pretty
dire.
Bad. Yeah, pretty dire for Team Angelic right now. They're going to need some sort of holy intervention.
Definitely.
We could see it in the form of a dragon fight. I'm curious how the wards are going to be looking in the next few minutes. I would expect very dominant vision control from Hi2U in the next few seconds as they're all backing. They're going to be buying those wards. They're going to be spending that extra gold they have. And try to secure themselves a perimeter so that they can push their advantage even further with the global gold and experience of, obviously not global experience, but all the benefits of having the dragon.
I expect to see lots of wards, just for the simple fact that Shen bought 2 wards and is warding the enemy jungle before he even has a pair of boots. So that says a lot right there. Wards before boots, kids.
Wards before boots.
Noted. That's how games are won.
Yeah. We're also noticing that all of Angelic have wards in their inventory. 3 out of 4 players on Hi2U have wards in their inventory. It's not all on the support. It's really a team effort there, and as you can see, you look at that mini-map, there are wards everywhere. You cannot get anywhere, and that sometimes that really tells the tale of these higher level games where, you know, team comp matters, but if you can see what's coming at you at all times, it gives you such a big advantage, especially if...
Wise nerd once said knowledge is power, and I agree with you. Seeing those Kha'Zix's W's,
yeah, doing tons of damage to Vlad, forcing him out of the ability to sustain. He really needs creep there to be able to sustain, and if he's being forced back, Kha'Zix's able to put himself between the creep wave. Vladimir goes down almost instantly.
That was pretty sick.
Just burst down, not even giving Vladimir the chance to regen. And that's really how you shut down a Vladimir, is just keep him away from the creep, and he can't take advantage of his natural spell vamp. Meanwhile, bottom lane looks like a bit. I guess we're going back to mid.
What's Shen doing? I wonder.
Wow, we got the Shen ult saving Zyra at the lowest health. Tara gets caught by the stun.
There's a double kill for Misfortune. Aw, Shen picks it up with the ignite. Does not have ignite. No.
Great Orianna ult. Crushes Lux, and now Hi2U is in a really dominant position. Jarvan running for his life, has to ult under the tower, still gets caught, And Shen's just going to dash away. No problem.
It's still a manly ult, though.
Easy peasy. Oh, yeah. I mean...
No fear. He was going down with honor there.
Yeah. We see Vladimir getting caught once again. Forced to pool. Kazakhs don't care. Kazakhs just going to walk away. And
Kazakh is running away with top lane.
Yeah. We already see the Brutalizer finished. We already see the tears. He has no reason to back. Full health.
12-minute dragon here for Hi2U.
Full minute.
This is not going to be able to be contested. And they know.
Yep, they know. They don't even have wards in that area, but there's nothing that could come, and they're probably hoping that Derek or Graves tries to come steal it, because they'll just turn and kill him. Lux on her way now. She may try to ult just to steal it.
That is an 18-10.
Zyra in a bit of trouble here. She went up to ward. Kind of a bad move. Tarek was there. Lux was there. Gets the stun down.
The Lux ult.
Catches her. Just the corner of her. Enough to put her down.
I hate the graphic on that. It is much wider than it would entail. And poor Vladimir here, he just cannot catch a break. Mean bug mean, yo. Evolves his wings at level 11. Take note of that.
What exactly, for the viewers who don't necessarily play Kazakhs, what is the advantage of evolving the wings first?
Evolving the wings is not only going to increase the range on his leap, but when he gets a kill or an assist, it's going to refresh the cooldown like a Tristana jump. And that allows a lot of versatility. He's going to go in, burst down a Lux, burst down a Graves, and then jump right out before you even knew what happened.
Right, so sort of an AD Katarina.
Pretty close, pretty close. A little less spinning, but yeah.
Right.
That's
but a lot of still bug juices everywhere.
Bug juices everywhere. Yeah, it's something out of Starship Troopers 4, the League of Legends edition here.
We see Lux picking up the blue buff all on her lonesome. And she was in a bit of a danger there for a second. Kazakhs was headed that way. He decided to just push mid, but if he had decided to check the blue, he might have caught a Lux. We see MF run up, steal the blue buff, and that's just going to put Angelic a little bit more behind. Already a 7k gold difference.
Poor Lux. She wasted all her mana.
Yeah, and MF reaps the reward.
Misses the W.
Misses the W. Graves also smoke screen, so I don't think they would have been able to pick up on that. But Graves is completely out of mana now. MF is not afraid to push this lane. And she knows that she has a Kazakhs and a Shen right nearby in case things get bad. Meanwhile, Team Angelic pinging the middle tower. They're preparing to defend this, and it's really all they've got left. Lux goes down almost instantly. The Orianna ult barely misses due to the flash. Jarvan ults under the tower. Kazakhs is picked up.
Little too
Tarek's here,
greedy there.
stunning the Shen under the tower, able to walk away.
Jarvan, if he gets a little too out of place here, they will pick him off.
They definitely needed that. Able to pick up a couple kills, or I guess a kill on a very fed Kazakhs.
They needed that one.
Yeah.
They definitely needed that.
Things are...
That kill go to? Was that Lux that picked that up? Or Jarvan?
They're not letting up. MF ult goes down, picks up the Jarvan, and now it's up to Vlad to really repel this, but he's so underfarmed. He's so underleveled. And I don't know that he's going to be the top lane carry that they need right now.
No, he is definitely far behind. 0-4.
Yeah.
Knows he's seen better days.
Yep. We see Misfortune is up 50 CS on Graves. Another scenario where in the team fight he's just not gonna register. You've got the Zyra able to lock him down. He's not gonna be putting out damage. I know I've played an underfed Graves. His ult is depressingly low on damage if you don't have the items to really buff it up. And other than smoke screens, he's not adding a whole lot of utility to his team.
Nice
Vladimir
by Shen going in there.
blown up and taunted before he even has a chance to pull, picking up, is that a double, triple?
Kazakh's on the flanks here, just looking for whatever scraps he can get. Will he get that Graves porting out?
Oh, and he looks like he's happy to just help push with the lane. He's got full health, full mana, and he's ready to do work if Angelic decides to engage. And I'm thinking that Angelic's in a lot of trouble here. They're going to have to make some sort of miracle ace here under the tower, and I just don't see it happening. See, Jarvan gets caught by the Orianna.
Dive, the bullet time going off. There goes two.
Graves and Jarvan pick
Lux
up
is down.
instantly.
That's definitely an inhib lost for Angelic there.
Kazakhs
MF
jumps in, resets his
putting
time.
work.
Vladimir here, half health, trying to do something.
Trying to get a kill.
Gets caught,
Just hope that
has to
kill
pull
death.
away. We see Shen clearing the wave, able to hit that tower, the inhibitor, and we're going to see first inhibitor down here at the 16-minute and 30-second mark. Not the best strategy from Angelic.
Plan to see Kha'Zix go snatch up their red buff and push out top wave here. We got Baron up in a minute and about 20 seconds. Or not Baron, Dragon, I'm sorry.
Yep. And I would say that Hi2U is going to have no trouble picking up that Dragon. Especially with that bot inhibitor down. That's going to be pulling the enemy team always away from Baron, always away from Dragon. And someone's always going to have to babysit that lane for the next, I believe it's 5 minutes on the inhibitor on the respawn. So,
looking at a 13,000 gold differential here.
and that's really hard to overcome. Even if everyone were to start playing at their very best and the ward coverage was ideal, I think Kha'Zix might be able to snipe off an AD carry even in like a 5v1 situation at this point, just with his sheer damage. The Monomune's done, the Bloodthirster's done, the Brutalizer's done, he's about to finish his Merc Treads. He's just an absolute beast. He's going to be impossible to take down with tons of sustain. Vladimir getting caught again, has to flash over the wall. Shenton is down, Pool is now down. He's in a position to get caught, but they're just going to peel off. It looks like they're happy to get this top tower.
Perhaps they'll try and just keep a little pressure here on top lane while the super minions bot do their job here. This early in the game, it's going to be hard for people to clear those super minions out. Bullet time trying to pick up that Lux. Oh, the Shen taunt perfectly.
She's still up. She's able to get away. Graves ult, not doing a ton of damage. Zyra ult.
Oh, that
barely gets picked up.
With the Kha'Zix leaping in. There goes the leap refresh.
Double leap. Shen ult saves the Kha'Zix, able to pick up the Vladimir, the Jarvan. Lux ult finishes the bug, but
Zap
still
the bug.
4 members of Hi2U still up, able to push this tower. Shen, he don't care. Just tank the tower for fun. Zyra full health, full mana. Able to peel for her team now.
Mid's getting pushed as well. They're trying to just deal with the super creeps over here at their double towers.
Right. We're going to see this inhibitor go down. Most likely that inner turret in the mid lane. And maybe the final inhibitor.
Final inhib, Dragon, Shop, force the Baron fight, and checkmate is what I'm saying.
Shenton going in on Lux. Well, yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to push them off right now. They are a little bit low on health. There is a potential here to get cleaned up, but the way they're playing and the peel they have, they're happy to harass that few extra seconds, buy those side lanes a little bit more time to push on their own. And
picking up the blue.
Yep, go ahead and counter jungle a bit, go shop, and I expect them to go straight to Baron. See the Orianna stealing the blue there very quickly. She may even try to Dragon on her own.
And now they're pinging the Dragon. I feel like you guys missed that window.
Which team was pinging the Dragon?
That was Hi2U pinging the Dragon.
Oh, I don't think they missed a window at all. The side lanes are going to be pushed. Kha'Zix is making sure that the top's going to push as hard as possible. You got MF's about to clean up the red, probably go clean up Dragon immediately after with help of Shen. Kha'Zix can stay up there as long as he wants. There's really nothing on Team Angelic that's going to be able to catch him at this point without dying first. So yeah, I think, like I said, I think we're going to see Shen pick up Dragon here, and the rest of Team Hi2U looks like they're going to go straight for Baron. And I like this play. They know exactly where Angelic are all at. They know they're stuck defending. They got that one really juicy inhibitor left, and that's really all they need to kill. At this early in the game, 20 minutes in the game, you simply don't have the levels or the items to deal with 6 super minions being spawned every 40 seconds. It's too much, and even if you are somehow able to do the damage and clear those...
It's trying to ultimate that Baron steal, but to no avail.
Yeah, it was close, but yeah, at this point, I don't know that even would have been enough to give them a chance. They're 16k gold behind. I've never heard of a team winning... I think 14k gold was one of the harder limits of a team coming back, and I just don't see Hi2U throwing the game at this point.
Oh no, this is over. Well, no mercy, sweep the lake, Tom. That's what I'm doing here.
This is the last stand. see Tarek Stun goes down on MF. Graves turns
Kha'Zix coming in. Orianna bullet time going off.
Orianna, Zyra.
So much AoE.
See the Vlad ult tickling the Hi2U, and it looks like tower's gonna get cleaned up here. Orianna picking up kills in the fountain, and it's just too much. We're gonna see our first victory today go to Hi2U.
Almost a 2-to-1 difference in gold there. 43,000 to 24,000. That's pretty sick.
Yep.
Good game. Well played, Hi2U. That Kha'Zix, 10-2.
Yeah.
Real beast.
Yep.
8-0 Misfortune. 5-0 Orianna. Good work. And some amazing Shen taunts there.
Yeah, great Shen ults too as well.
I'm being told we're like 10 seconds behind on the stream. I'm thinking it was the ad that we encountered. I'm going to refresh one more time here. Want to do a synchronize here? I really need to get ad blocker. I apologize for that.
Yeah, I don't have it either.
Want to refresh here? Good to go.
Yeah, I'm refreshing now.
3, 2, 1. Huh. Sorry, I do that to feel cool.
Oh, that's one downside. I lose the chat when I refresh. Oh, wow.
So I'm still a little ignorant here. Is this a best 2 of 3, or
Nope.
is this single elimination here?
It's all single elimination up to the final, all the way through the finals.
Team Angelic. Good
Yep.
luck.
They will be welcome to come back next week.
Just want to point out there was an 800 elo difference top lane there. Kha'Zix standing at 2,000 and what is it? Currently, or his high was 2211 elo, and the Vlad was like 1,300 something. So.
Right. Okay, a little bit of update for you, Sky. I don't know if you noticed the Skype call, but do you have Bike Lock added as a friend?
On League
of Legends, yeah.
I don't believe so. No.
All right, he's in the InfinityBrawl channel. Go ahead and add Bike Lock, and then we're gonna watch the stream. This is gonna fix the sync issues. We're gonna watch the stream for the champ select, and then once he actually gets into the game, we're gonna spectate off of him, and then we'll be able to watch the game from our own point of view.
Okay. Now, is that going to throw us off for the people watching the stream, though?
No, actually, it'll make it better because it's going to be we're all going to be at live in the spectate, and then that will make it so that we're casting exactly what the stream's seeing at all times instead of what we're watching off the stream, because the stream's already going to have like a 5-second delay, which doesn't really matter for the champ select and picks and bans, but it will matter when we're casting fights and stuff. So. It'll also let you be able to manipulate, check out the, individual gold, what items people are.
I get to push buttons.
Yeah, you can push buttons.
Oh, good.
So.
We're trying to get into DWAI Gaming versus Remnant right now, but I'm having some trouble because they have a full lobby. I need one of them to go to spectate mode, so we're trying to get that worked out real quick.
Okay.
Team Dwa.
Let's see. Yeah, and then once you load up, I think that's definitely the solution for this. One problem I was having last week was I would be spectating actually in the lobby, and I could see all the summoners and stuff, and I was giving away lane positions and stuff. It didn't really affect the game at all, but. You
ghosting, bro?
I was unintentionally ghosting. So.
Unwittingly ghosting.
Right. I think I'm casting with, he was watching through the stream. He's like, well, we don't actually know what lane they're going to. And I was like, you're right. I do, but we don't. So that was a great first game. We definitely saw Hi2U showing a little bit of dominance there.
You definitely see why you banned Kha'Zix. Even with the recent nerfs,
yeah,
he's still beast.
He's a big bug. And he's going to evolve, and he's going to take your Pokeballs. It's just how Kha'Zix works. You're going to need a flying type.
You failed to run away.
Yeah.
Throw down that Pokédoll. Oh, no.
Yeah, you're going to need a flying type to take a bug down of that stature.
When he evolves, though, does he become flying type? Pokemon theory crafting. I can't get
depends on which stone you use to evolve him. Actually, you could do the AOE lifesteal stone or the flight stone. It's up to you.
I would like to point out for the people that were watching that game that he did evolve W first, which is pretty standard. Lets his single target heal nuke go to an AOE. And also procs slow now from his passive. The, what's it called? Unseen Predator? Something like that. But that's pretty standard. It allows him to keep up with the Vladimir pushing the waves, and allowed him to push the waves to his tower. Then he evolved Wings second, which was kind of different. I usually like to evolve Claws, just because it allows for more burst damage, and adds kind of like a Nidalee. The lower your HP is, the more damage it's going to do percentage-wise. But he opted for the mobility of the leap, which I thought was interesting.
And it paid off for him. He was all over the place. He was putting in lots of work, and he was really brave. He could get in there, do what he wanted to do, and get out, no problem.
Yeah, I hate when people play Kha'Zix and they play him scared, and they don't get in there, do their bursts, and leap out. I'm like, please, be Big Bug.
I actually think that was a bit of Vlad's problem there. It seemed like you said, that he got the W, he was getting slowed, and the second he got slowed, he would pool. And then Kha'Zix would just kind of dance around and wait for him to get unpooled and then finish him off.
That first blood on Vlad, they got into an engagement. He ignited the bug, got burst on, then pooled, was running away, and then decided to go back in, and then allowed Kha'Zix's cooldowns to refresh pretty much.
Yep.
And yeah, it was indecision there that got him killed. He didn't know what he wanted to do.
Yeah. And
in his build, he was rushing a... I forget the name of the item. Off Hextech Revolver goes to Will of the Ancients. There we go. I almost wanted to see him go Zhonya's Hourglass, because as soon as the bug jumps on you, you can at least counter the burst damage. It's going to be an immediate WQ.
Yeah.
You're going to prevent that. But he tried to go the sustain route. He felt like he was taking too much poke from the Ws, I guess. So he went for Will of the Ancients.
And he never really got a chance to sustain because he was too busy pulling and running. And
Hi2U versus Frozen Gaming A. Moving on to the next.
All right, so we're gonna get a chance to see this real terror Kha'Zix. We'll see if.
Interesting. Oh, there goes Kha'Zix banned from Frozen Gaming A. Maybe they saw the stream.
There's a good chance. It is definitely allowed to watch your competition and probably encouraged, so we could see the very tip-top level of play here as teams kind of know what they're up against and maybe don't let something slip through that
definitely
might
Kha'Zix
seem obvious.
Shin being banned. I wasn't surprised to see Orianna next. Know thy opponent.
Yeah, Orianna did very well that game. Set up lots of assists. Her ults all hit at least 2 people, I think. I saw one miss, but there were flashes, that I'd almost count that as victory. And
yeah, Orianna and Misfortune there were doing a lot of work. People weren't noticing that. Just getting sucked back into that bullet time. It's pretty lethal.
We do see a Garen ban. That actually slipped past me. I don't think I've seen Garen banned.
I it on that. Garen.
That's interesting. I wonder if...
Now, if we go to Champion Select here, type in Garen, see who he's strong against. Maybe they really want to play Akali? Maybe Riven? I don't...
Could be.
Oh.
We'll see who this final ban is. All the other bans, pretty standard. No Blitzcrank going to get through this game. Still considered one of the most overpowered supports, I would say, just for his ability to do so much with so little gold. And
they leave Amumu open here. They did ban out their 3 strongest champions from last game, with the exception of Misfortune, who's still out there.
And that can be a mistake sometimes. You'll see champions do well, and your idea to counter that is to instantly ban them. But then you leave open all these these other standard bans that people are used to banning, and all of a sudden you let
got Malphite still out there.
You let a Malphite through. Lane. You already let the Amumu through.
There goes the Malphite.
Yep, Malphite Sona. And that's a lot of CC already. I would almost say, matching the Amumu as far as the ability to pick off, stun, keep chain stunned, and slow. Anyone who gets picked off on the sides there. Both ults capable of hitting the entire enemy team, much as Amumu's is. But I really like those choices. I like to see hard CCs on teams. The ability to take away actions from your opponent.
I don't like this early brand pick. Okay, there we go. Zyra seems a little more stable. When you